This is my review of Bleach episode 21. I was wrong. We still have the first opening going. I don't have a lot of notes because, again, at this point, the animes are really doing one-to-one in most cases. I don't know for how long I'm going to not have shit to say about the anime, but looking like it's going to be a while. At least till the fights really start. They did a great job with the Dawn guy. The walls are oozing their purple shit, and the Kotetsu's purple, and everything's purple. A lot of purples. I like purple. It's my favorite color, so I don't mind. But a lot of purple. It's dark. It just looks dreary and weird, which is what it's meant to be. They did an amazing job when Ichigo comes to the running toward the Seirete. And the gate comes down, and then the walls start coming down. They did a great job with that. It looks like it was done with 3D. And if it was in contrast to anybody, it would probably look shit. But because it's just the walls coming down in 3D, and that's all you see, it looks fine. So that just... God, that is so cool. It really makes you wonder about those walls. They're just not there. How often, if someone just gets too close to, they just come down, and is everyone alerted immediately like, oh shit, the wall's coming down? You know, it's weird. Once Judambo raises the ground, they added a little muffle to the voices as they're talking to each other. That's nice attention to detail. It's pretty cool. Judambo's laugh, once Ichigo blocks his attack, they add like air that blows Ichigo back and shit. I don't think the manga really did that. The impacts of Judambo's attacks are really like emphasized. There's a massive bang and air gets blown and shit, and there's big impact frame and stuff, so that looks fantastic. When Judambo takes the big slash and he comes around and cuts through all the rocks and stuff, they added in Orihime and Uryu dodging the rocks, and then they added a scene where like Chad raises his arm up when lands on it, and he like goes like that and brushes it off. I guess getting across his strength. Once Judambo pulls out his second axe, he does like a power-up scene where he like screams, his face turns red, his veins are bulging and shit. And he's like powering up, and he has this like armored sleeve on his left arm, and that just shatters. So they're really trying to get across like this is a serious attack. And then obviously Ichigo just breaks his axes anyways. And then they added like a scene where Yoruichi jumps onto the broken piece of axe and states that they were destroyed in a single swing. I guess that's just padding. I don't really know. And everything else is pretty much one-to-one. The fight looks fine. The 10 attack was done like with static frames, which is a shame. Instead of just animating the whole thing, they just opted to do like frame. And at that point, it's like, well, I could just watch the manga and get pictures. I could just read the manga if I wanted to look at pictures. So that is the only real criticism I can offer it. And I can't really get into the fight because it was pretty much one-to-one. My opinions have already been stated. It's a cool big man, little man fight. It's generic for a shonen. Yeah. Choices of music were good. I don't really have a lot I can say. I hope that the anime keeps this pace for adapting the manga. If it doesn't go crazy with like lots of Sakuga, I know that it doesn't, I hope that it at least, from my memory, everything looks fine. There's a few awkward scenes in the fights, but from my memory, everything looks fine. But I just hope they don't skip like shit like they were in the first arc. But that's my thoughts on Ichigo versus Jidambo and episode 21.